CJ Flyer back at the fire, another YouTube video. Kristaps Porzningis has not been seeing the court a whole lot in the first two games in the Boston Celtics facing off against the New York Knicks. It's been a little bit puzzling for those of us that have been watching the games. As you can see in the game log here, Porzingis 13 minutes played in game 1, 14 minutes played in game 2, whereas in the previous series in round 1 versus the Orlando Magic, he even had a game where he played 34 minutes, let alone, he's playing at least 20 minutes per game, okay? And then in the regular season, averaging about 30 minutes played per game. So why is Porzingis only playing about 1/4 per game right now? What's going on? Is he a mismatch? Is there some kind of lingering injury that we don't know about? Well, we got a little bit more information today from the head coach of the Boston Celtics, Joe Mazzulla. It turns out he is still dealing with some type of unknown illness that he was diagnosed with months ago, earlier in the regular season, upper respiratory illness that took Porzingis out for 11 games. And apparently he is still dealing with the effects of that illness, and it is affecting his breathing ability and is apparently causing him to fatigue a lot faster than normal, which is pretty scary stuff, honestly. I mean, not knowing what the illness is, you're talking about a professional basketball team, an NBA team for that matter, that has all kinds of resources, all kinds of doctors, medical staff at their disposal to be able to identify what type of illness this could be. And it seems like they're either just not sharing that information with the rest of us, or they just really have no idea. And I would hope they're just choosing not to share it, because quite honestly, if you have that much, that many resources at your disposal, we're talking millions of dollars, and not being able to figure out what's going on here, that's scary. I mean, we got to hope it's not contagious at this point, right? I mean, that's some frightening stuff. So, curious to see what will happen here moving forward. You would want Porzingis to be on the court more, especially facing off against Karl-Anthony Towns. Just having another 7-footer out there is always nice to have. So really, the Celtics, I mean, you look at the box score for Game 2, and outside of Porzingis, it's really just Luke Kornet and Al Horford as your bigs, which is not the worst thing in the world. Al Horford can hold his own. But again, it would be preferable to have someone like Porzingis out there on the court more often. That being said, I still think the Celtics can make a comeback in this series even without a fully healthy Porzingis. We saw the Celtics get to the finals last year without Porzingis in the rotation at all. They are a team with a lot of depth, and even with a 7 or 8 man rotation are still able to get it done. They have one of the best, if not the best, starting 5 in the NBA in the regular season. So I'd be curious to see if they can overcome those shooting woes, if the law of averages catches back up. They've been, as I mentioned in yesterday's video, been shooting a ton of threes, spacing the floor. That is what they do. They like to do that 5 out or 4 out, 1 in. So can they make a comeback in this series? Will they make some adjustments, attack the paint a little bit more? We'll just have to find out in Game 3. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about Porzingis. If it's not one thing, it's another with him, it feels like. Whether it's injuries, whether it's illnesses, obviously, hope for the best, hope he can, make a full recovery and whatnot. But this is pretty scary and not what you want to see if you are a Boston Celtics fan, which, if you're not a Boston Celtics fan, you're probably a Boston Celtics hater. So I hope for the best for Porzingis, but I also don't mind, I don't mind the Celtics being down 0-2. Just being upfront with that. So again, let me know what you think in the comments, and click one of the videos on your screen right now for some more NBA discussion.